All right. It's good to be back. As I said, last kind of stream that I did, just had a lot to take care of the last couple of weeks, so just didn't have really the reliability of jumping back in and streaming. It's easier to set this kind of stuff time when I actually have the time, but there's just been some back-to-back stuff just constantly happening, mainly family matters. I'm not really going to focus on any details in that, but it's just been constant storms, I feel like, so far, second quarter this year. This I actually don't mind talking about, which is really frustrating. And if you come from experience of having kids and then daycare, um, ever since we had our first child, it's just been constant, always trying to find someone reliable at taking care of our children during the day so that we can work and be able to provide for our family, pay the bills, put food on the table, those kind of aspects. But anyway, backtracking, I'm going off on a rabbit trail on that. Coming back to daycare, we found something solid, we thought, and it's actually through a corporation that does daycare. And they announced in 16 months they're going to close the business down. So it came as a very big surprise, even for the employees there that are working there. So it's a huge all right, we're back to square one again. Got to find somebody that can watch our kids during the day, and then you're starting to think, well, we have it here and we can afford it, and we were actually kind of comfortable, and now what's the next steps? Because when you talk about daycare, you talk about costs. So all those aspects, it's just, we'll take care of it. God will take care of us in these next steps and bless us with where we need to go next. But it's just, like I said, it's just been constant so far in the second quarter of this year. Just so many mini storms and having to deal with things constantly. So again, I just kind of apologize with not being at least a little bit consistent on my streams. I like to at least stream once a week at the minimum. It's been a little while, but anyway, got some of that stuff behind us. My camera's seeing my hand doing stuff, so it's doing its weird AI thing. Let me get it zoomed back in here. Anyway, we'll get that sorted out. We'll figure out where the kids are going to go. We're going to try and do it sooner rather than later, just because of the fact there's a lot of parents at this daycare, and they're going to be doing the same thing, frantically trying to find places around town. Well, we don't want things to fill up or line up and then us not be able to find daycare, because then that puts us in a pickle with working and having our kids being watched while we need work. But then, of course, all the costs and stuff. Anyway, I'm not here to rant. I like to keep my channel being positive and talking about creativity. The positive thing is I'm sure this is going to present new challenges and just new friends potentially for my children. Thankfully, my oldest daughter, she's going into kindergarten later this year, so we don't actually have to worry about daycare for her. So that's taken care of. It's just our younger twins. We need to be able to find where they're going to go in the next steps. But anyway, rambling a little bit about myself. As far as what I decided to play, if you were kind of following some of my stuff, I was actually thinking about playing some Zelda, but then I was like, you know what? It's still May month, Star Wars. Star Wars is May. I just kind of see it that way. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and jump into some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That might be fun. I'm going to load up one of my old saves. I think I played earlier this year. I do have, you can see here, the restored content modification, just to kind of restore some content that they didn't really implement, and some bug fixes, so it just make it a little bit more practical in that. We'll go ahead and get loaded up. I'll have to look and see where exactly I'm at. I think maybe the easiest way might actually be, let's see here, looking at my journal. Yeah, I remember you're still supposed to look for a new fuel source for Lieutenant Duel on Telos. Let's see here. Currently, let's see here. We're looking for lost Jedis, basically. We encountered Master Kavar on Onderon, but he had fled from the Vakuga's troop before you could speak to him. Looks like you need to bide your time until he can be reached in the royal palace in honor before finally being able to see him again. This is something we'll probably have to come back to later because we've kind of run out and we had to kind of flee. So I've moved on to a new one. Yeah, that's that same one. Starport visa. That's the same thing on Onderon. Nar Shaddaa. We're on Nar Shaddaa. So basically, we've convinced somebody that we can land there on a middle of nowhere pad, but it's obviously going to go into a issue. I hadn't mentioned while you're on our shot, it should be a good idea to get the ID signature at Ebon changed. That's something that we could do. After gutting one of the cannons in the jungle, we found part of the Facebook color. You don't know how many more pieces it needs. Oh, that's something else. But I think this is probably our main thing right here. We'll just kind of venture through and see where we can go from here. You can see I'm a Jedi Sentinel 15 and Jedi Master 3. So I have played this a good amount of time. Probably easier to play with a controller, but I'll just stick with keyboard and mouse for now. Let's see here. Entertainment. All right. I must have speed on. Password. What is this place? There's another password, obviously don't dust off. Okay, so there's some kind of thing over here that we need a password for to gain entry. This is probably one of my favorite Star Wars games, and it's unfortunate that they haven't done very many more RPGs kind of related to Star Wars. Of course, there's some in development that I'm excited more, like Fate. Definitely excited about that one. Looking forward to it. But of course, there's also a remaster of KOTOR that they're also in development of, but they're all like TBA, so we have no idea when they're going to release. All right, so the question is, do I intervene? Do I ignore their conversation, or do I... I think I'm going to ignore it. I think that I felt like that was just the easiest thing to do. Sure.
So, you have the look of a seasoned spacer about you. What backwash are you looking for? Well, honestly, there's not much for people like you and I to do around here. If you, catch my meaning. Well, there is plenty for them to do. The Pazak Den, swoop races, the KOTOR, they're pretty much taken care of.
Alright, KOTOR.
Now there's a place that's literally deadly for our kind. KOTOR is a bar filled with cyanogen gas. It's poisonous to you and I, but the aliens drink it up and pay good money to do so. The cyanogen gas also acts as a social buffer, since the people who typically frequent KOTOR aren't interested in speaking to the likes of you and I in the first place.
Alright, on we go. He's just kind of telling about a few things that are going to be available here. We're just going to try and see if we can find out some intel and maybe potentially find out additional Jedi that might be around here somewhere. Just generic named people. There's a Patreon just sitting there. Interesting. Could he talk? Nope. Nope, I don't really see... anyone of interest, to be honest. Okay. Alright, we'll head back out this way. I don't remember. Those are just thugs. Let's talk to this guy. I'm here to see the exchange. Why would I be in with the exchange? Now, the exchange and I have business, I'm looking to sign on. Okay, well, I don't really care. I'm just gonna get going. He's not really helpful, I don't feel like. Let's go back to the landing pad, just kind of explore a little more, see what else we can find. We did intervene. I remember the last time I played, some guy was claiming my starfighter and saying that he was gonna... Basically, we told him, and like, well, it's not yours anymore, so you're definitely not taking it. So basically stated, he said, well, we'll see about that. So I imagine we'll be intervened by him at some point later down the road. Let's check this out. Yep, password. Alright, let's see here. Entertainment Providence. Refugee sector. Tens Tub Shop. There's the Ebon Hawk.
Tonos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin.
Are you merchant too?
Tonoranda manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Mokka kamaran endoso. Mokka kamaran endoso ranwi.
Basically, he's having some kind of a problem with some lady, I guess. Alright, so he's not willing to sell with me unless he actually intervene with this problem. Just kind of silly. Alright. Okay, so we just walked into an ambush, basically. Okay. So be it. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I know that. Alright, let's go ahead and Master Flurry some of these guys up. Boss Thug, yeah, we'll go for him. If you're familiar with the gameplay on KOTOR, it can be pretty quick paced too, like it just happened. Just depends on what kind of enemies you're fighting. Bound to run into stuff like this just because of thugs on Nar Shaddaa. Alright.
What's wrong?
The honor is mine.
Refugee sector. I don't remember. Probably have actually been there. All right. Just gonna keep on exploring, see what we can find out. Advancement, anyway.
The bounty hunters have been laying low recently. like they're waiting for something.
Dragon jaws, huh? Is that a threat? And why is that? Alright, so they're not honest, basically. Hunters. Take pleasure in hunt, only kill. Bounty hunting has become murder instead. Yeah, an assassin organization. Alright, forget it. I had other questions. You sound as if you hate the guild. There's no base. Okay, interesting. So there's no base of this guild. There's something wrong with the guild? I see I'm circling back around. Alright, never mind, I'll be going. If I'm just gonna keep getting repeat answers, I won't talk to you. Just seeing what we can find. This is kind of one of the nice things about playing an older game that's linear in build. It's very easy to just kind of comb through and find what you're needing to find. 32nd model. 31 model Blood Master team. Shut down, no running or recharge. Explosive ends. Alright. Looking to buy some equipment. Alright, I'll be going now. Basically not useful.
게으락타라 제멘체 뱅가루 루고토도 근데 주차마 타서 뱅키샤 마네 테레와나 중 거나타 자라나나 군도소 레미네.
Ah, yeah. Can you change my ship's IT transponder codes?
테레와나 중 거나타 델라라 군어 투나 다이 렌토로 카브레 카레 파파나라.
I definitely pay you for your time.
테레와나 중 거나타 델라라 군어 투나 다이 렌토로 카브레 카레 데 렌토로 토 와카브레 코에 와케레부 넨소 텔라 도사네 그라발란트로 코에 와파트.
Alright, so basically he needs some kind of empty coded transponder so that we can actually clear the ID of the Ebon Hawk to a new ID. Doesn't really, he just has a lot of improvements. Might as well go ahead and pick that up. Crystal. Alright, that's good enough. So we got an update on that. We need to bring him in a transponder card or another ship, or a blank transponder card for a new ID. So we have two different options: a transponder card or another from another ship, or a blank transponder card.
What's wrong?
How may I serve?
All right, let's see here. We'll just keep kind of venturing around. Looks like we'll have to carve back around. Go ahead and get those items. And just random stuff that's obviously not being stolen. Master 10. What happened to him? What would you like me to do? Basically, he wants me to get a utility droid. I guess it's 31 that he's talking about. Sure, why not? Okay. All right. So probably need to go to the refugee station. Go ahead and level up real quick. Let's see here. Skills. Awareness, I always like to go. And persuade. Let's see what else. Treat injury. Actually, computer use is useful too, at least for as a primary member. Wow. That's good. Yeah. Powers. More decisions on powers. I've already gotten pretty much the ones that I'm okay with using. This system could definitely be expanded upon in some newer generations of KOTOR. Why not? Destroy Dord. Okay. Oh, there's one more. I can get 2 this time around. Let's see here. Nah, why not? Okay. Accept. Let's see, anybody else leveled up? Nope. Just Glenn Carson is the name I chose for this character. Alright, so...
Something you need.
How may I serve?
Oh, there he is, right there. Alright, let's see if we can buy IT-31. Yeah, let's try persuading. How about 300 credits? Let me see what you have for sale. That was easy. Now we can go back to that guy. He just sells a bunch of droid parts. I don't see any, like, spikes or anything for hacking. Alright, there we go. He's gonna go back. We can go ahead and head over there and see what happens. Why not? Run real fast. I think I'm going to, yep, I think I'm in the right area. There he is right there. I'll go talk to this droid again. So I just get experience from doing that. Alright, whatever. So I'm at 300 credits, but oh well. Got some experience from it. I guess what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and head over to the refugee kind of area. Maybe there's some intel we can get there for some of our next objectives. Haven't saved in a bit, so I might ought to do that. Always smart. Sometimes it's good to actually also save over some old saves. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna save a new one. Oh, yeah, it's probably want me to name it, didn't it? Yep. No. Oh yeah, too many cloud saves. I forgot about that. Alright, save. And just save over the top. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and who do you think you are? Why can't refugees play? Alright, well, you should definitely get out of my way because I'm obviously not going to pay you. I'm going to definitely say, I'm just visiting. Do I really have to pay the toll? Wow. Alright, thank you, kind sirs. Avoided a fight? Why not? We're just going to carry on, keep moving around. Doesn't really seem like there's a bunch of empty chambers. Nobody. Nobody to talk to. Nobody in there. Hallway, this must be another room. Nobody in there. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit the boost.
This is Serico territory. Get out of here before we space you. Got it?
Wanted to speak to your leader.
That's a laugh. Look, blow out of here like space dust, or you'll be a new stain on the cargo hold.
Yeah, I'll be going.
Fine. Now get out of here before I blast you.
Man, these guys are rude. There might be potentially something that we could get in. Currently, we don't have any kind of interest to pull on that.
If you want to find out what's going on, talk to Hussein.
Greetings. Are you the spacer we were told about?
Spacer? No, I'm Glenn Carson.
Oh, we were expecting one of the pilots from the docks sometime soon to come and get us off Nar Shaddaa. He's late. I don't know where he is.
I might be able to track him down for you.
Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. Some guy named Planor said he had a pilot friend who would take us for 500 credits.
Alright, when's the last time you saw Planor?
It's been over a week. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Well, he might have scammed you.
I was afraid of that. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him.
I can try to find someone for you.
Thank you. I'm beginning to lose hope that we'll ever get out of here.
Alright, let's see if we can find this other head feller. Otis. I don't think it's that.
Hey, you look like a spacer. You work at the docks?
No, I don't. Why?
Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. I flew during the Mandalorian Wars, and again during the Jedi Civil War.
Alright, so why aren't you still
You
flying?
need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. They're tough to get without sponsorship.
If you're the only one looking for a pilot, I'll refer them to you.
I'd greatly appreciate that.
Alright. Okay. Let's keep looking for our friend here. I bet he's over here where these people are standing side to side. What do you think? Kind of information. Why don't you get the loot yourself? Alright, here's 20. Thanks for the tip. Sure, whatever. Nobody here. Alright. There we go. Maybe this is...
Are you one of Sakwesh's men? Did you take my daughter?
I didn't take your daughter.
Don't you work with Sakwesh? He took my daughter, Adana, to sell to the Hutts. All because I told him I could not pay his tribute.
Alright, well... By admitting your weakness, you leave yourself vulnerable.
Don't taunt me. Please.
Can I help you get her back?
I owe Sakwesh
Oh, that's a lot.
600 credits. I don't have enough.
For you, anyway. Alright, I can find where it's hiding Adana and maybe release her.
Thank you.
I'll make sure he doesn't do that.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Refugee, refugee, more refugees.
Oh, Gario. I don't think he'll last much longer.
Lots and lots of refugees.
I heard there's a Jedi helping some of the refugees.
Yeah, well, where's your leader? Ah, here we go.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef. I try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here. Watch your step and keep to the camp.
Alright, why is that?
You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately.
Alright, do the Serico ever bother you?
Only if we enter their territory. It makes things a little tight here in the camp. Not much room to move.
Alright, what does the exchange do with refugees?
Occasionally, their thugs kidnap people and sell them into slavery with the Hutts. They've also hemmed us in. We used to live all throughout this area, but they've crammed us all in here now.
Is there anything I can do?
If you could convince either the Exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck.
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our ranks. I lost my husband Lutra long ago in the Jedi Civil War.
Well, I'm sorry, what happened?
When Telos was bombarded by the Sith, some of us were able to escape on in-system shuttles. We floated in orbit for weeks before we were picked up by Republic capital ships.
Alright, so why did the Sith let the in-system shuttle survive?
I think the Sith wanted witnesses to what happened to Telos. And I've been drifting from planet to planet ever since, only to end up here with nowhere left to go.
Alright, well if there's any way I can help, let me know.
You were kind to offer, but unless you can return my husband to me, there is little that you can do.
Alright, tell your tower someone who cares. Get out of my way. Sorry to hear it, I'll be going now. That was irrelevant. Didn't get me anywhere, didn't give me... Yeah.
Did you find us a pilot yet? Please,
Alright. So we'll keep exploring this kind of area. See what other kind of intel we can get. It's interesting. I've been following a fellow called Lost Saves. He's has some really good podcasts on just kind of project management and just advice on creativeness. And one thing that I did like that he kind of said that I don't mind kind of repeating a little bit. I don't mind shouting him out too because he's just got great content in general. If you just search Lost Saves, you'll find him. Anyway, this is also kind of comes from Adam Savage kind of a saying where when you have tasks and your task list just kind of keep growing and then you don't get your tasks done, well, expand upon those tasks. Make those bigger tasks into smaller tasks so you can break them down and make them into more completable tasks. Just kind of a project breakdown kind of a system because it just kind of works with just like this can go with anything, like even to chores, something that simple. Your list can get just so overwhelming and just so never ending, and it feels like you just never seem to get anywhere with your things you're doing and stuff. But I like this idea he kind of threw out that instead of just seeing always your to-do, have a to-do list, what you need to do, and then have a archived list of what you've done. And remember to glance over it and look at it, and then just keep having this kind of a, archived to-do list that you've completed and done so that you can feel like, oh, well, look, these are things I've done. And then it'll keep growing over time. And then you look at your list and it'll seem much smaller. This can really also boil down to like how large the scopes projects that you're doing. It could seem like you don't, but if you get a lot done, then your completed list is always going to keep growing. If you can kind of keep it in a one lump sum, it'll always grow and be larger than your actual to-dos. It's just kind of a neat kind of way of analyzing and motivating yourself so that you're not like so consumed and focusing on the things you need to do. It's also focusing on, hey, this is what I've accomplished, this is what I did. And it kind of encourages you in a sense to keep doing things in a sense. This must be a leader, so let's go ahead and talk to him and see what he has. Alright, new smell in the sector. Yep, that's me. Let's see here. You the one running this place? Voice of the Exchange. Alright, I'd like to talk to you about yes, feisty one, no gosh, she is no concern. Alright. Why do you hold her? Yeah, I'll cross you over with credits. Alright. I'm not sure if I actually want to... Let's just go ahead and do it anyway. I'd like to settle that debt in exchange for Durian's freedom. My interest is no new concern. 800 credit, excuse me. No. It was actually 600. With her attitude, she'll be hard to sell. I'll give you 600 credits. Hey, there we go. Alright, here's your 600 credits. Alright, so I got that. Got some experience. I don't know if he has anything else for me. I don't really want to show support for either of these divisions. So we got her freed, which is a good thing. But we're going to keep on like exploring a little bit around this area. Alright. More ogres. I call them that, but they're really not ogres. They look like it. Alright, we're back around the front. Let's go ahead and head back to the refugees. And tell her of the news. Oh, there's a refugee right there. Veteran. Should be over here somewhere. I think she's right. Yeah, here we go.
Hey, thanks for saving me.
Thank you so much.
Alright. Ah, we got an orange crystal. That's worth it. And some more experience. Alright, continue. Let's go ahead and do another save real quick. Save here. Okay. Yes. Let's see here. What's next? What's next? Let's go over here to this. It's interesting because I don't really feel like some of these things are really helping very much in my main progression. Maybe they kind of feel that way just because of the fact that they might lead up to what I need to get to. I don't think they'll let me go that way because that's the other... They don't really let you walk through the Serenal or whatever they're called. Let's go ahead and talk to their master again. Maybe we can find out something else. Whoop. See if I can figure out... Remember where he was at. I think he's right here. Why do you dislike humans so much? Oh, they're weak. Okay. Alright, how might I show my support for the exchange? That requires support, but I appreciate your growling to me. I wasn't groveling. Why not? Do you want me to eliminate Sarah Coco for you? Why is that? Yes, to me, questions to me, it does not concern you with matter to discuss or you leave. Alright, well, I'll go. Dead end basically with him. Otherwise I could eliminate him, but then I have a bunch of these things to get rid of. Which I don't really want to do. Don't think it'll actually get me anywhere. Yeah, that's all their Serenal base or whatever that we can't get to. An exchange is over here. There's refugees. Yeah, let's go this other direction. We'll go head out and see what other shenanigans we can get into.
Let's see, 3 bricks of spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround, no, that won't work. Come act! Here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for... well, not now, anyway. Yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but, I had no choice. These thugs showed up, and they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse, and...
Alright, so we should probably go back to the landing pad where our ship is. Handmaiden's so weird. Yeah.
Kreia? Is something wrong?
Not as of yet.
Someone's trying to board...
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here. Let us see what the exile will do.
Interesting. She's a very interesting character.
If they think I'm going to give up this ship without a fight, well, they're wrong. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship? Damn right I am. What are you...
Alright. Let's go clean up this mess. I think this is where...
How may I serve?
Yes. All right. Alright, flurry them all up. Alright, let's go back to our ship and iron this all out.
Time to die.
Just gonna stand there, buddy? I don't know why he's just standing there. Come on. Horsey combat.
Time to die. No one crosses me and lives. No one crosses me and lives.
Let's see here. Yeah.
This
Two little force screen, flurry. I've tried actually doing collaborative combat between all of them, but I feel like I've noticed that they kind of undoes what you do when you swap between the characters. So I just don't bother. I just play one character and roll through it. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. Let's save here again. Alright, we're gonna go back on the Evan Hawk and clean up this nasty mess. Oh, hello there. Alright, go this way. Go that way. Bunch of fellas in here. My goodness. I'll actually just attack you real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and do a quick heal while we can. Run over here and grab this guy. Grab him. My goodness, there's a ton of guys.
I shall let this one see.
Alright, so trespass and you surrender without blood. We already caught this thief. We caught him as he crawled on board, thinking to steal the ship from us. You cross us, you'll end up dead. I do not ask for your blood, I ask for obedience. I could kill you in a heartbeat. Your lives are mine, whether you wish it or not. And join the rest of your crew as corpses. Not many battles in one. If you are stronger, what would you ask of the Red Eclipse human? I have nothing against slavers. You can conduct your business with your... But you will answer to me. Yeah, give up the slave trade or else. Shall never do. Those who are weak have forfeited their lives to us. Alright. Alright, forget it. I don't deal with slavers. Agreed. They're obviously not gonna let me do what I want
Who wants to die first?
There's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
I accept your gift. Be careful in the future.
Great, I'll, just find my way out, all right?
Alright. 500 experience for that whole encounter. Okay.
That is how flesh and blood fights. Let me show you how one fights when one's life is the Force.
I won't let you harm him. I have heard of your kind. You worship strength, when all it does is rot you from within.
You echo another's words, and as an echo it lacks strength. Who is it who has taught you of the Sith?
I will not reveal my mistress, and I will not allow you to harm the one I travel with.
I cannot harm him. His wound lies deeper than any blade could reach. That is why I follow him, and protect him.
Protect him? I do not believe you.
You do not believe that I would follow him to death. Certainly you have read as much in my movements as I have in yours. There's no shame in your feelings, Sister of the Echani.
Be silent! You know nothing of what you speak.
You are alone, and wounded in your own way. I can feel its pulse, like a heartbeat from the past. But if you will not believe that I mean him no harm, then believe this. I wish to learn from him. I wish to learn how it is he still walks, when his spirit is nothing more than a shell. When you feel as though the Force, as if life itself has abandoned you. I had a question for you, Sister of the Echani. The exile. What does he look like?
Like a man, but it is more than that. And I do not have the words. He shows kindness, both small and great, to strangers. He does this without hesitation. He has accepted me, even though he and my mistress are not allies. All I know is he makes me doubt the words of my mistress, one whom I have pledged to serve.
Such feelings are not unknown to me.
And I fear such doubts. Could it be my mistress was wrong about him? That perhaps he did not seek to betray the Order? That perhaps my mistress felt as I did, and when he left the Order, she found that she doubted as well. There is a feeling that emanates from him, like a sound from far away, that has traveled a vast distance to reach here.
Like an echo. Your words are well chosen, Sister of the Echani. I will not harm him. But it is not me you should fear. There are darker things in the galaxy than a blind one such as I.
Alright, let's see here. Boo, 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 boo. Party selection. Wow, I have several lightsabers. I didn't even realize it. Alright. Let's Go ahead and select our crew. I think we'll select... That's when I leave. Alright, well, I was just going to keep a real short stream. I think this is probably a good place to kind of call it. If you enjoy this kind of content, I just kind of play old school games and just a few different various stuff. I'm kind of trying to find something that I can sit on and play for a little while. I could play some more Oblivion Remaster or something like that. But I kind of want to have a little bit of variety when I play. And I just kind of wanted to play a little bit more of a Star Wars game while May is still around. I might play some more KOTOR some additional time this week. But I keep a very loose schedule because I'm a family man. I have a lot of different things I'm responsible for with family and with my paying job that keeps my family provided for and funding my projects. But anyway, if you enjoy this kind of content, hang out, chat, and chill, live streamings, hit that subscribe button, like, share, leave a comment. That's what I kind of set this stuff up for, is communication, collaboration, building relationships within this community, and just talking about gaming and gaming development. I love those kind of things. They're my passion. And I enjoy talking, and just kind of anything connected in aspects of those is what I like to talk about. And I also like to do it in a positive perspective, just so I can encourage you, and also being creative. That's my motto for this channel. So I appreciate it, and it's the only way I can be able to grow this content and its developments. But as always, be positive, be creative, have a good one, goodbye.